Welcome back to the dopest show you won't get sick of. I'm Spencer, and this is Sasha. I spent most of my 20s in federal prison, but I've been off heroin since April 9, 2010. Got a lot of stories about the dumb stuff I did to get put in prison, and I've also got a lot of stories about the crazy stuff that happened when I was actually in prison. And God forbid you end up in prison. You won't have to make some of the same mistakes I made. So, Lord have mercy. 60 days in, it's another week. Some people I like. There's a woman, what was her name? I got it written down, Trinity. Black woman, probably 30s, 40s, and she's just chilling. Every pod has an idiot, somebody stupid. Imagine the dumbest person you met in your life, and multiply their dumbness by 3. They got that in their pod. Girl who's like, "What's your name?" She tells her name. She says, "What do you want me to call you?" You can call me whatever. She's just chilling, look like she's waiting for commissaries. She's gonna be fine. She ain't acting too tough or none of that. She's just chilling, rolling through. And that girl was the one that had a seizure last week. And I knew it was fake because my fiance's had seizures, and I also live with this dude. He's from a rich family, and he was addicted to benzodiazepines, and he'd randomly seize out. And he'd just do it randomly, and he'd wake up, and he'd be like, "Did I just have a seizure?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you did." And she'll be laying on the ground and, I'm going to have a seizure. Help! And I know that because I faked a seizure before. I faked a seizure when I did my year, about 13 months in jail. So then they'd load me up with stuff, so then I didn't have to go through dope sickness. I don't know what I faked. I laid on the ground going, ugh. I made myself throw up on the ground. I laid beside it. I went, ugh. They came in, and they grabbed a hold of me, and I'd act like I was gagging. Grabbed me by my hair, threw my head over the toilet, and I'd gag, and I'd made myself throw up, but they hit me at that IV, that Halidol. Oh, my Lord. They said, "Mr. Mumpower, help us help you. Stand up." I'm like, stood up. They said, "Okay, sit down." I'm in a wheelchair. I'm getting rolled. And that was how I spent my last time dope sick. I tricked them. Yeah, I've been through it plenty of times, though. Believe that. I've been through it countless times. Didn't learn my lesson. But anyway, the Latin King dude is a douchebag. He got called in to the... you can't spell unity without you. The guy who runs the program. And that guy, I thought he was a little bit douchey with all his, little sayings. But then he talked about how he had a brother that had addiction issues. But one thing he bothered me when he said was his brother was acting funny. He got called over. He went over there and he said, "And I saw my brother wasn't there anymore." Yes, he is. People say, "Oh, they're gone." That's not true. They're not gone. If you can put an intervention in place to stop someone from using, it can be a psych ward, it can be a jail for 30 days. You can get that person back to a baseline to where you can talk to them like a human. People revert back to childlike stuff when they go into addiction. I want what I want when I want it. It's like dealing with a 5-year-old. I was terrible. I'll admit it to you. Had all that free money selling dope and everything, and I was like a child. Be the first to admit it. But after about 30 days off of it, and it's going to be a rough 30, you got to be segregated from any way that you can get it. And in jail, some jails have some don't. But anyway, Latin King dude trying to buy up the pills, they call him in there, and they chastise him about buying those pills. Like he did something big. He bought some sleeping pills. He didn't do nothing big. If he bought actual narcotics like that last season, then he'd have done something. But he didn't. And they told him, "You can't be doing that. You can't be using your commissary to buy pills." What is he doing? Old white guy who must be running stuff behind the scenes came in and told him that. And I thought last season that's what the dude did. So I did have his back on that because he was trying to do what he saw last season, and he was doing the right thing on the right path, trying to buy stuff to show them what could be bought in jail. And this dumb dude comes in and says, "Oh, I'm not okay with that. You can't be buying drugs with your commissary. That's against the rules." He's in there as an undercover, you stupid son of a... What do you think he's in there for? He's in there to help you expose this stuff. And then the Mackay Pfeiffer guy, him and his roommate got a little bit of weed, and they don't know how to light it. And I'm like, man, you've been in prison for 6, 7, 8 years. You don't know how to light it? 2 batteries and a staple. Shoot, I learned that after 1 month in jail. You need to sharpen up on your stuff, man. They had it when they wanted to smoke, and they're like, "Oh, we gotta find a lighter." Man, 2 batteries and a staple. Yeah. And there's about a dozen different ways to light something. They end up flushing it. They wasn't going to flush it, but the guy who sold it to him, his cell got raided, and they caught him for it. They got everybody in there, raided him, and he had a little bit of weed on him. They got him out. So they went ahead and flushed it. Didn't even get to smoke it. And, they looked in them like they might be searching their cell too, like, what y'all up to? But nothing happened. And I like the Mekhi Phifer guy. He's a cool dude. It looked like on the credits at the end of it that he might be getting in a fight with some guy. Some guy was making fun of him. When someone's making fun of you in front of the pod, just imitating you over and over again, you got to shut that up. That's no way to live, okay? You revert back to idiotic ways. It's like an animalistic type way. But you got to let people, no, you're not playing with me like that. No, you need to stop that. And at the end, he was going up to him, which is going to be in the next one. He's like, what's up? You got a problem? Do something. And you do have to check people like that. My little mutt dog buddy's crying. He's having issues right now with pain. I apologize if you hear him in the background. He's an old dog. When he came to us, he was missing half his teeth. Had wandered through 12 miles of wilderness, a paint bank, baiting coyotes and everything. If you put a steak right here and a trash bag right here, he'd ignore the steak and he'd go for the trash because that's how he survived. So, but anyway, yeah, Mekhi Phifer, dude, I like him. That woman Trinity, I liked her, and she was funny in her interview. She said, talking about that one girl, she said, she's loud, proud, big crit from Pittsburgh. And she laughed about it. She's just chilling. I love it. Man, she might be my favorite because that's what you need to be doing is chilling. Just chilling. Look like you're waiting for commissary. And that girl even asked her, oh, what's your name? What you want me to call you? She said, call me whatever. Just chilling. Just like she seems like she's good people. I like her. And then that girl, the Crip girl, got in an argument, said, I get out of here, I swear on my kid, I'll whoop you, blah, blah, blah. Their cells are wires. It's like bars, like a grid bars, and you can walk right up. Quarantine, you can breathe right in each other's face. You walk something stupid. But somebody was on the phone, and she's being ignorant, being loud, disrespecting those people on the phone. When someone's on the phone and you're being loud and stupid, you are disrespecting them. That is their one moment of peace, to get an escape, to talk to their family. And she's being loud, and that girl told her, please be quiet, stop that hollering. She said, on my kid, on your kids, I'll whoop you. I'm Crip, wah, wah, wah. And after they locked down, she started having a seizure. And she was telling, help me, I'm having a seizure. And I know because I faked a seizure before. And I know because my fiance, Lord, the last one, she was at a nail salon with my mom. And she just fell out. My mom called me freaked out. And I'm like, listen, don't do nothing. Just make sure you don't bump into anything. And it'll wear its course. It's been a couple years. I think her seizures in the past, she used to have them all the time, were stress related because her ex was a douchebag. Her first person she was with when she was 16 was 25, and he was terrible. Broke her nose 3 times, beat her every day. Her husband, the one that was before me, she was with for all the time, she thought, well, he only puts his hands on me here once in a while, so he's a good man. And I'm like, no, you don't ever get to do that. And it's only because she made me a promise as father of her kids that some other stuff didn't happen. Some bad stuff, unspeakable stuff happened the night she left him for me. Got the text, got everything, and it just, and went back my old ways. And there's another story about some stuff like that. I about went off the wires and did something I shouldn't do. Probably wouldn't have got caught, could have got caught, could have been very bad repercussions for my actions. But I used to have a business when I was a kid. I did not look tough, act tough, but I was good at finding people. I was good at sneaking up on people. And I was good at getting them in a car and retrieving money whenever they ripped people off, and I'd get half the money back for it. I know how to find people. And that's all behind me now, though. But, sometimes some of this stuff triggers it, and I got to say, you're a new person, you got a good life, you ain't going back to prison. And it's all good now. Nobody will ever hurt Casey again. Ever. The night that happened, and he did what he did to her, he said, he ain't going to want you now. And she called me crying and said, you won't want me now. He did this to me. And I said, that is the stupidest thing he could have ever told you. That is untrue. This is an awful day, but this is the last day anybody will ever put hands on you in your entire life. I promise you that. and nobody has. And now she's got a wonderful career as a jeweler. She's doing incredible things. I mean, she has more potential in that. But anyway, I know I'm diverting, but, you know, nobody will ever do anything to her again. Ever. That's something that won't happen. There was somebody that I had plans for, and I'll tell it in another story, but I had to ask God forgiveness because I got mad at God because he passed before I could carry out my plan. And I was mad at God. I know it sounds crazy, but went off wires on this one. It's been trying week this past week, so you know I'm talking a little bit random, but I was mad at God because I wanted to handle something myself, and I wanted to take my time doing it with somebody. I'll tell it in another story, but anyway, Latin King guy exposed to YouTube. They called him out for that. Then the pills, and what else? Yeah, I done talked about him. The Trinity woman, she even said, I think that girl's faking them seizures. She said, I don't want to say it, but I think she is. And I'm like, I knew it last week. And I'm so glad that it confirmed it because I've been around people with seizures. I like, she didn't have no seizure. She's doing it for attention. I did it to get through dope sickness. Oh man, they shot me with hell. Didn't go through none of it. Yeah, and that little girl, I'm crip, blah, 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 yeah, rah, rah, rah. That's flexing, that's posing. That's a poser. She's a little tiny girl. The girl on the phone didn't seem like she played that stuff. You know, a good bit bigger than her, and she just from her demeanor, she wasn't scared one bit. So she fakes a seizure once they get sales, so it doesn't happen. There's a guy in prison who every day it was his store day. You only get one day a week to go to the store. Okay, my day was Monday. This guy's day was like Wednesday or Thursday, and he'd owe everybody everything. Every Wednesday, his store day, he'd fall out, have a heart attack, and he'd just stay up at medical for 6 hours till commissary's closed, and he'd go on back. And you know, some people do stuff like that to avoid a debt, to avoid a fight, stuff like that. But all that rah, 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 I hate people that do that. You know, if you're going to fight, you know, you come up and talk to somebody like this, getting this ill right now, don't attract no attention to yourself. You know, because why do you want to get in trouble? Why are you going to? That's somebody who don't want to fight. Somebody that's loud like that. And people get scared. You see, lips quiver and everything else. And they pump people down so then they don't have to fight. But then, you know, everybody's a gangster until a gangster shows up. It's what you call paper gangster. Fake. And oh, Lord. It was annoying because I was in jail and prison with people that were just annoying. Just annoying to be annoying. Just making noise to be noise. Even some guards. There was one that was a former NFL football player. Hurt his leg. Probably bitter. And he'd sing as loud as he could in the morning. Knowing some people don't get up to go to breakfast. Some people just got off the late shift. It's guards, it's inmates. There are ignorant people that just have no respect for anybody else around them. And those old inmates, disturb their sleep, disturb their routine. You'll see some gangsters with them old inmates. They don't play it. They've been around too long. They know they won't get out till they're, well, senior citizen. And they don't play that. So anyway, I think about covered most of everything. Let's see. Oh yeah, the TikToker talked to the young guy, said he reminded him of himself. The young guy's like, my whole family's kingpins and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'm sure you were involved in gangs and drugs, but if your family was kingpins, you would have made bail by now. Shut up. I knew plenty of people that talked all that stuff. You got face tattoos and all that stuff. I mean, that's the dumbest stuff you'd ever do. Little skinny with face tattoos playing gangster like 6'9". How you going to be built like a stick figure and get a face tattoo and claim you're tough? Oh, I carry heat. I don't fight with my hands. Well, when you go to prison, you don't have heat, so you're going to have to fight with your hands. You're going to have to learn, okay? And, you know, and he was telling him, TikTok was telling him, hey, you could rap, you know. Everybody ain't meant to rap. I got a video about that. There was a guy that came over to my house with, the two people came to my house, two dealers that I allowed to live in my house. First night they were there, oh, Lord, it was like torture trying to listen to this stuff. Man, shut up and sit down somewhere. He fixed himself up and he went to the corner of the wall and he pulled down his pants, had boxers on, he started humping the wall and going hoo-hoo, ah, 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 ah. And I'm like, what in the hell is going on? And I just told these people they could stay with me in exchange for that. I'm like, oh man, I might have made a boo-boo. Then he started rapping. twirling a broom like it was some baton, but he didn't know karate. He was just an idiot, fumbling it, dropping it, everything else. Oh my God, I got some stories. It's been a long day. I wanted to get this in. I hope you have enjoyed it. It's been a little bit of a rant and ramble. There's been certain things that have been stirred up in my mind, so I kind of went on a couple tangents today. And tomorrow I've got some very interesting stories, I think. There's some stories I've recorded and deleted, just don't put them up, that I think I need to. I think you guys would really like. Also, I've gotten fat since my shoulder's been hurt and I got sick as could be. I'm like 178 pounds right now. I'm healthy at about 170. So I'm going to start doing this workout stuff. I'm probably going to do it tomorrow. And if you want to get fit with me, leave a comment in the comment section, because I'm fatter than a bullfrog right now. I'm getting fit with you. I got to get myself back and we can do it together. My cardio, man, done got this belly. Yeah, I do this and do the pictures. Look Beasley. But that's because I'm showing it from here up. See them love handle explosion I got on the bottom. Shoot, I hide that. I don't show that to y'all. I mean, it's show business. You know what I mean? I got to do that. And yeah, I got some traps. I got some shoulders. I hide it under here. I ain't showing for that. And I just never did that in my life until somebody suggested it over and over that I do it on here. But yeah, I'm overweight right now. So if y'all want to get in shape with me, we can do a workout every single day. I'll start it tomorrow. You know what? If I get like 15, 20 comments saying, yeah, I'll work out with you, I'll start one tomorrow. Okay? And you'll see me hyperventilating. I promise. I'll put everything I have in it. You'll think that somebody needs to call an ambulance for me. It'll look like I need help. Okay? So leave a comment, say, yeah, I'll work out with you, and I'll start doing one of those tomorrow too. Because I got to get my fat butt back in shape. This shoulder injury, and then this sickness. Oh God, couldn't eat anything. I've never thrown up on the floor. I've always made it to a toilet, sink, trash can, whatever. Man, it's the sickest I've ever been in my life. First 4 days I couldn't eat, then the rest of the time I'm eating garbage. I just feel the fat hanging off of me. Got to get back right. So leave a comment if you like. If you liked it, press the like button. If not, that is 17 minutes and 15 seconds of your life in which you will never get back, and I do apologize for that. But I hope you did. It's been a very long day for me. And tomorrow will be a new day. Have some interesting stuff coming. Y'all have a good one.